A specially designed schnovel car and dedicated train began moving the generator on Thursday, September 28th. Sunday evening, while entering Lima, Ohio, the schnovel car and generator derailed, and the total mass, 800,000 pounds of generator and 680,000 pounds of railroad car, a combined 740 tons, came to rest parallel to the tracks on which they had been traveling. On Wednesday, October 25th, 23 days after receiving its first call from the railroad, Atlas had everything in place and was ready to begin the recovery. The schnovel car was now disassembled in sequence according to the precise requirements of the overall engineering plan. First to be removed were the rail bunks and bolsters at either end of the schnovel car, each weighing 117 tons. The wheels of the rail bunks had never left the tracks during the rollover and so did not figure in the disassembly. Next, the two compression tubes which formed the top of the schnovel car were removed. Each tube was 75 feet long and weighed 20,000 pounds. Next to be removed were the schnovel frames at either end of the rail car. These weighed 30 tons apiece. Work proceeded with extreme caution because of the possibility that stored energy within the car's framework could suddenly be released at any moment. A 16-line Shirley transporter was now carefully maneuvered into position beneath the vessel. On Friday, November 3rd, the replacement steam generator was carefully lowered onto the saddles from the schnovel car, which had been fitted to the transporter. Disassembly of the rigging began at once. The Shirley transporter and vessel began moving from the derailment site to firmer ground. A cable was attached from the transporter to the prime mover, and the pull began. Due to the inability to completely compact the soil immediately adjacent to the vessel, plywood sheeting was spread before the transporter to provide supplemental support and traction. The Shirley transporter was now attached directly to the prime mover, and the slow advance from the derailment site to the warehouse began. The hauling team made maximum use of the fact that all 32 axles of the Shirley transporter are independently steerable, and brought the transporter to rest precisely on their mark on their first attempt. The necessity of specifying the 30-foot slings became evident as Atlas raised its 800-ton hydraulic gantries and header beams inside the warehouse. With the vessel just clear of the saddles, the headers were between the trusses and almost flush against the roof. While the vessel was suspended, the Shirley transporter was withdrawn, and 400-ton rotator saddles were placed in position. The vessel was now lowered onto the rotator saddles, and the first phase of the recovery operation was complete.